Shalom, shalom, Israel. Welcome to Warriors of the Ruwach, where we fight for, uphold, and defend the commandments of Abba Yahuwah. Don't forget, go to warriorsoftheruwach.com, become a member, and get access to all the full videos that we drop on this channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Serve Abba Yahuwah alone, because that is what he requires Israel to do. So, last and not least, let's get it. And will cleanse them, so shall they be my people, and I will be their Ruwach.
Right.
That's it. Nobody else.
Nobody
He
else.
will be. You didn't say he and his quote unquote son, New Testament son, whatever that trash is. He didn't talk about that.
Yeah. And so we have to make sure that we understand what the Father said. Because right now, we caught up in the believing that we got this New Testament Messiah that's going to come and save. And the Father said, I'm doing that.
Correct.
Who told y'all that he was going to do that?
Correct.
Who told you that a New Testament Messiah was going to come and save?
Where did he change? Where did he transfer?
Where did I say that?
Correct. Where?
See, now if you want to believe what somebody else said, then that's a whole different story.
Right.
Now, let's touch on that, because since we in this saved part of it, then let's see what the Father said about if he not going to save you, but he going to punish you for not believing who he is. So let's look at Jeremiah 44. Let's just go to Jeremiah 44.
Oh, well, you have it in KJV here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And you just and I got it right here for us to kind of take a look at it. Because the KJV, and it ain't like we reading to you from something that you are not familiar with looking at. You got this is the KJV. So let's look at what that Jeremiah.
Yeah, I got
it. And I will read it, Jay, down to the point that we want to make, and then I want you to just share if you see something that you want to point out from the JPS, and that's what that one is, right?
Right. And I would implore everyone to make the purchase and get yourself a JPS Hebrew Bible.
Why, Jay? because it allows you to do what?
It allows you to cross-reference and put this stuff into Hebrew.
Right.
Side by side, because that's the origin of Christianity.
Right. So here we looking at Jeremiah 44, and I want to go start with verse 4, the word where the Father is speaking here. And he says, howbeit, Jeremiah 44:4, howbeit, I sent you all my servants with an S, the prophets, rising early and sending them, saying, oh, do not do this abominable thing that I hate. He said, but they hearken not, nor incline their ear to turn from their wickedness, to burn no incense unto other gods. Wherefore my fury and mine anger was poured forth, and was kindled in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, and they are wasted and desolate as at this day. Therefore now, thus saith Yahuwah, the Elohim of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, wherefore commit ye this great evil against your souls. He's saying when you do that, you are committing a great evil against your soul.
Wow.
To cut off from you man and woman, child and suckling, out of Judah, to leave you none to remain, in that ye provoke me unto wrath. Why? With the works of your hands, burning incense unto other gods in the land of Mizraim, Egypt, whether ye be gone to dwell, that ye may cut yourselves off, and that you may be a curse and a reproach among all the nations of the earth. He said, have you forgotten the wickedness of your fathers and the wickedness of the king of Judah, of the kings of Judah, and the wickedness of their wives and their own wickedness and the wickedness of your wives, which they have committed in the land of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? He said, they are not humble, even unto this day, neither have they feared, nor walked in my law, nor in my statutes that I set before you, before your fathers.
Right.
He said, therefore, thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, behold, I will set my face against you for evil and cut off all Judah. And I will take raiment of Judah that have set their face to go into the land of Egypt to sojourn there, and they shall be consumed and fall in the land of Egypt, and they shall even be consumed by the sword and by the famine. They shall die, for from the least even unto the greatest, by the sword and by the famine, and they shall be in execration and in astonishment and a curse and a reproach. For I will punish them that they dwell in the land of Egypt, and I have punished Jerusalem by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. Now, I'm going to allow you to go on and read through that. Allow the people that's listening in to read, finish looking at Jeremiah 44, because he was irritated, and detested by the things that they were doing in terms of serving other gods and burning incense to other gods and giving them the praise, the honor, and the esteem that he said, what in his word, that I will not give my glory to another.
And that's what I'm talking about when we were talking about that Romans.
Right.
Where did he change up and said that he's now transferring his power? He's given esteem elsewhere. No, sir.
Right.
No, sir. But it's also what's interesting when you read in the JPS on verse that you're reading, it was 12, I believe. At the end, he was basically saying that, talking about desolation or curse, and basically making, it says here, a mockery of those people who was doing that stuff. You who gonna make a mockery of them? Right. That's no joke.
Yeah. And see, what we have to understand, that people sit around in fear, and we often, Jay, and I say we because we didn't talk about this, and we know that we often run into people that look at us like we wrong.
Oh, right.
But then you ain't coming to share and show what we wrong, because we coming to you from the word. If we wrong, your word wrong.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's why it's important for people to understand, we've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
We didn't just start doing this, but we had to go back and look for ourselves. And he said that he gonna make a mockery of these people out here who is calling on these false gods and thinking that you got a savior coming when he didn't told you and we know where it's at, so it's no big deal. I'm gonna hit it real quick, but it's Isaiah 43:11, and he said it right here, and I'm gonna start with 10. And I read this verse often when we come before you all, because I want you to understand that this is not what Kenny Green and Javon Green saying. This is what Yahuwah said in his word.
What he established thousands years back already.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to lock in on that. We wasn't even around 1,000 years ago.
This is established.
Right. So here in Isaiah 43:10, he said, ye are my witnesses, saith Yahuwah, and my servant whom I have chosen. He said, I chose y'all.
Right.
And he said that ye may know and believe me, and not believe somebody else telling you that it's a New Testament Messiah that's going to come and save you, when I done already told you that I am he.
Right.
So anyway, he said that you may know and believe and understand. So he said, know, believe, and understand that I am he. Right. Before me there was no God, neither shall there be after me. And then the kicker, he said, even I am Yahuwah. And beside me, there is no savior.
Yeah, that's it.
And he didn't say, beside me, there is no other.
Right.
He said, beside me, there is no savior. So my question again to all of you listening in and who want to hang your hat on the New Testament Messiah, then how is it that if the Father said that I am Yahuwah, and beside me there is no Savior, how does the New Testament Messiah become to be your Savior? Help me out, Jay.
Yeah, it's not. It's just because that narrative has been accepted throughout all time.
Exactly.
So the Christians are basically power in numbers. That's all they really got. Because there is, once he say it, that's it.
That's it. Now,
I mean, unless you want to add a remove, we know what's up with that.
Exactly. We definitely don't want to do that.
I'm not trying to touch that.
So then he wrap it up. I read those two, but then I got to 12 and I was like, hold up. He said, I have declared. The Father said, I have declared and have saved and have showed when there was no strange mighty one, no strange God among you. Therefore ye are my witnesses, saith Yahuwah, that I am Elohim. And he said, yeah. He said, before the day I was, I am he. Mm-hmm. And there is none that can deliver out of my hand.
I mean, that's one of my mic drops.
And all I can say, people, is that, hey, this is one. Now, we could flip over a few more chapters and he's stressing that again. We can go over to Jeremiah and he stresses it again. We can go to Ezekiel and he stresses it again. We can go to several other places and he is stressing that he alone is Elohim. Right. He alone is God. Ain't no savior coming in on a cloud and all of that stuff that's going to save you. He said, I'm going to save you.
Right.
And if you out there believing that somebody else is going to save you, then you're going to be in for a rude awakening when you find out that, man, I wasted all my time trusting and believing in a New Testament Messiah that's going to come and save me, when the Father told me before he was even on the scene that I am Yahuwah, and beside me, there is no Savior.
No Savior.
And here comes the rude awakening.
Your Creator telling you that there is no Savior.
There is no Savior.
Beside him.
Right. No Savior. There ain't no other gods. There ain't no other mighty ones. He is the one running the whole show.
Right.
And that's where the esteem needs to go.
That's right. And we need to be able to stand on that truth. See, that's my thing, Jay. I want to stand on the truth. I don't want to stand on the lie, because the lie is that the New Testament Messiah is the Savior. The Father saying that ain't true because I'm the Savior.
Right.
And beside me, there is no Savior.